But you need to understand there is a lesson here. If you are stuck somewhere, don't just keep going forward. You need to solve something which is left behind. Kind of a posture, I'm keeping myself in a posture or in a shape of a ball. Can we turn please? Thoda sa usse. Yeah, stay there. I'm keeping my head up just to make sure that I'm still a ball. If I keep my head down, I'm more of a box and I can't do things that we're planning to do. Okay, let's start. So I'm just keeping my head up as if I'm spotting my partner. Okay, from here, I'm gonna kick with one foot. Just beside I kick, I lean my forehead towards that side foot. If you keep your head off the mat, it will be very easy for you to lean. If you keep your head on the mat, you can see the difference. You're still a box. So I'm gonna kick, head off the mat, I still look towards my partner, and then I start spotting the foot which is stretched out. This is where we are. What my hands are doing, we'll see afterwards. Then I'm gonna kick the other side. I'm gonna pull my right foot back, and I'm gonna kick the left foot. And slowly you'll see you'll start escaping your hips. Sit please. I want my partner to sit. His butt cheek to his heels. Don't be in a half seated or half standing posture for now. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're escaping your hips while you spot the foot which is kicked out, which is stretched out. Okay? Aap dekh lo. Can I borrow you please? My partner can be standing. My partner can be seated. We'll see. It keeps on changing. We'll see. For now, I want my partner to be seated, butt cheek to the heels. That's where we start. I go for the sleeve, pinch grip, pistol grip, or a slack forearm ke niche. Anything. Okay. 1, fake sleeve, everything outside. Bicep, bicep. For now, I'm going with the blade. You can keep on changing. We'll see which one is a better option as we progress. Head off the mat, I spot my partner, and then I start kicking with one foot. And I lean towards that side. I hip escape the other one. I keep this one apne paas. Then I kick my left, I bring my right towards my chest. Okay. Once you get this motion, nice or decent yahan pe, I'm going to start pointing my elbows towards my hip. Whether I'm kicking the foot or I'm keeping the foot pulled back, I want to point my elbows towards my hip. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. Are we clear with this? Let's just warm up with this. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, let's move to the next thing. Push or a pull, we'll see. So you want to hip escape. If I go too far, you can see I don't have a guard anymore, right? This is where we are. Once you're here, I'm going to pull his sleeve up into my armpits. At the same time, I'm going to pass this foot towards his armpits or into his armpits. Turn please. Sit. It's okay. और हम कौन सा foot जा रहे हैं? We are going with a foot जो कि pulled back है, not the stretched. Okay, I'm going to pull this and I'm going to kick this. Okay, now from here, this space, I'm going to bridge this gap. I want to raise my hip, kick up. So you can dive your foot over and in. Okay. So when we are here, I want to kick, kick. I'm hooking his back. There are many variations into this wherein you don't even have to commit this much, but for now I'm hooking his back. I have the sleeve. Once you hook the back, I want you to square off. Right now I'm sideways. It's almost like मेरे knees collapse हो चुके हैं. He's at a good point wherein we can fight. He has a good opportunity to fight back. Whether he'll win or not, we'll see, but he can fight back. I want to take away this direction जहाँ पे वो भागना शुरू करेंगे. So this is where I point my knees towards the ceiling. So if you can see, I'm squared off. I'm not kicking anymore. I'm squared off here, and he's leaning to one side more. I'm not telling him which direction he should run. He has to figure it out, Abhi. When you are here, you're telling him where to start the fight. So you take away this thing by squaring off. This is where we are. You can keep your foot on the bicep, on the hip, on the shoulder, chest. Sometimes you can even play with just with Adil, because birthday. Right. This is where we are. Okay. From here, I want to reset. I want to go back to the neutral position. So I'm going to kick. When I kick, I hip escape. That gives me enough space to pull my foot out, around, and back. Okay. Pull, kick, hip up. To kick your hip up or raise your hip up, I want to focus on my toes touching the ceiling. Over, under, hook. If I don't square off, he knows which side or which thing to start fighting first. From here, I just point my knees towards the ceiling. I can still be spotting him, or I can be relaxed now. We'll see. From here, kick the free foot again. When you kick this out, you hip escape. Out, over, in, and we're back to square off. Are we clear with this? Let's just try this much. We go. Okay. Do you get the angle वहाँ पे? Guys, you want to hip escape just enough, and that can change as per your partner. नीचे नीचे armpits में kick होगा पहले. So one step at a time, Dipesh. Go back, please. You want to pull her arm towards the armpit and kick your foot बिल्कुल to the wall. Yes. Now kick up, and then yes. See, if you don't raise your hips up, it's not the most important step to raise your hips up, but there will be people जो कि अच्छे से hide कर रहे होंगे और जो space नहीं दे रहे होंगे आपको. So you want to kick up, raise your hips up. Let's move on to the next thing. So we're going to go into one submission. It's not allowed at the initial phase. the reason being, Ganesh ji, आइए. The reason being, it's very sneaky, and a lot of times people underestimate कि क्या कर सकता है, but it can split your bicep into 2 parts. And जितना आप उसे force करोगे, जितना resist करोगे, उतना stronger it gets. It's not allowed at the initial level, but we learn so that we are aware कि क्या हो रहा है and when to let go. Okay. When I'm here, up, out, I square off. Okay. Now, one of the best timings, can we turn thoda sa please? One of the best timings to do this is, he's hanging onto your belt or something, feeling that he's in control. And jitna wo tightly hang on karenge, utna it gets worse on your bicep. Okay. From here, I know he's hanging onto my bicep, on my belt or anything, pant, uniform, anything. I'll go a little loose yahan pe, by myself. It could be me or it could be him removing this grip, kicking this grip out, sab kuch, and he wants to pass sideways. He can be standing, sitting, kaise bhi. All I want to do is, let's turn. Sit please. All I want to do is, when he passes, I will let him pass. Even if he gets my head control, I will let him pass. We'll see. All I want is, I want to triangle my own feet. So जो foot committed था lasso में, वो वैसा ही रहेगा. My toes are pointed up. I just go my other foot on top. And this is where we are. Okay. Now from here, we're going to start working with the arms. Arm is already locked because he's also hanging on to you. Let's not forget this. What I want is, I want ये जो space है, I want to pass my arm under. With the other arm, I want to go over. I'm going to pull him in, haathon se. I'm going to bring my knees towards my chest. And once I bring my knees towards my chest, I want to flare out my knees. So, in. It gets worse if he takes head control on me, or if he thinks there is a side control yahan pe. वो जितना आगे आएंगे उतना उनके लिए प्रॉब्लम करेगा. See, it's not allowed at this stage, but you need to understand there is a lesson here. If you are stuck somewhere, don't just keep going forward. You need to solve something which is left behind. So spider guard and lasso guard. Spider guard is when you have feet on the bicep. Lasso is when you wrap your foot around their arm. If something is left behind, do not go forward. You're going to mess up everything. You're going to give something for sure, a sweep, a submission. There is something tricky, and you're going to waste your energy by leading forward. You want to fix things जो problem कर रही हैं. Okay? See it as that lesson rather than some submission which is allowed or not allowed. Hip escape, enough according to your partner. Okay? And let's not forget, we also have our one-step submissions. I let go, he removes the grip, kuch bhi. I would let him even take a side control on me. My arm is already acting as an underhook. So I can pass, I can get this shoulder. Once I get this shoulder, that's when I let go of this wrist grip or the sleeve grip. I pull my elbow towards the hip. I bring my knees towards my chest. Once I do that, I start kicking my knees out. So if you go on YouTube, you'll watch a lot of competition footage wherein the guy didn't tap because he thought it was nothing, but it was a slice on their bicep. So such a sharp shin on their soft tissue. It cuts your bicep or tears your bicep in parts. So you need to understand, if something is left behind, fix it. Don't just keep running around. Okay. Let's look at this side. Hip escape, enough. Hip up, kick. I'm here, I let go. He removes the grip, kuch bhi, and he keeps on passing. It happens this smoothly, your partner just falls for it, and it works nice. Are we clear? Give it a try. Let's go. Okay, किसी से काटना था ना? Okay. केक मैं काट दूंगा शिन से. ये कौन सी बेल्ट पे अलाउड होता है? मैं कर सकता हूँ आप पे. आप कोशिश कर सकते हो. कर सकते हो. हाँ, कोशिश. बर्थडे तो शायद मैं होने दूं, पर I don't feel like. You have to take me out to dinner first. Get the shoulder. Get the shoulder. Yes. हाँ. You can either go for shoulder or elbow. Bicep or tricep is of no use. You can go बिल्कुल नीचे elbow पे or the shoulder. And keep it in mind कि Anant is trying to stay sticky. Yes, side control पे. आर्म इस साइड या आर्म दूसरी साइड, कुछ भी. Keep your arm available for the tap. Okay. वो इतनी जल्दी split होगा, you never know.